That's a quote from a florist for a wedding. I haven't opened my email to find it. I haven't searched a Google Doc. I asked one question and the NotebookLM pulled it out of a stack of 15 contracts in 3 seconds. This is not what NotebookLM is sold as. Every tutorial on YouTube uses it for research papers and business reports. But the most powerful thing about NotebookLM is what it does for your actual life, your wedding planning, your travel, your recipes, the hobby you keep saying you will get good at. 5 notebooks, all free, none about work. And number 5 is the one which I wish someone had shown me before. Almost nobody is using NotebookLM this way. So let's get into it. Here's a real problem. It's not that you're disorganized. It's that your information is in 15 different places and none of them talk to each other. Recipes from your mom on WhatsApp, vendor codes in your email, travel bookmarks in your browser, warranty PDFs somewhere else in your laptop. You don't need another app to put things into. You need one place that can read all of it and answer questions. That's what NotebookLM does, and it's free. You create a notebook, you add up to 50 sources, PDFs, websites, Google Docs, even YouTube videos. Then you ask questions, get summaries, or generate audio overviews. That last one is the wild feature most people miss. NotebookLM will turn your sources into a podcast-style audio walkthrough that you can listen to on a walk. We'll come back to that on notebook number 5. The most important thing is that it only answers from what you give it. It will not make things up. That's why it works for personal life stuff in a way ChatGPT, Gemini, or Claude does. So let's start creating these notebooks. First one is a family recipe notebook. Your recipes are scattered. Screenshots from Instagram, PDFs from a food blog, a WhatsApp thread where your mom has shared your favorite pasta recipe in 3 different ways, or a handwritten note. It could also be the cookbook you bought. So, create one notebook called recipes. Put it all in it. For handwritten cards, take a photo and paste a typed version. For WhatsApp messages, copy and paste the text. Here's the trick. NotebookLM only knows what you tell it. So, when you paste a recipe in, label the source as mom's pasta recipe or something like that. That's what unlocks the magic. Now, you can ask things like, show me the pasta recipe from the source labeled mom, or give me 3 weeknight dinners I can make in under 30 minutes from the recipes in the notebook. The cited sources part matters. It's not making up a fusion recipe, it's pointing you at the recipe you already have. This is the notebook you should build tonight. Wins are immediate. Now, talking about notebook 2 is where most people wish they had known this earlier, because the thing it solves costs real money when you get it wrong. It's called the Big Event Notebook. If you have a wedding, a milestone birthday, or a big anniversary coming up, this notebook saves you from stress and money. When you plan something big, the information piles up fast. Venue codes, vendor PDFs, a Google Doc from your family, a budget spreadsheet in one place, contracts in another, and etc. By month 3, you can't find anything. And the things you can't find have actual dollars attached. So, create one notebook. Let's say Wedding 2026. Upload every code, every signed contract, the important emails, inspiration links, photos of paper documents, everything. Now ask, what did the florist quote for centerpieces? Was it with or without delivery? Or which venue includes linens in the package? Or give me a checklist of everything I've committed to so far. The cited sources aren't a nice to have here. In a dispute over what a vendor actually promised, they are your only proof. So build it before you need it. The third notebook that everyone should create is a household operations notebook. This one doesn't sound exciting, but it might save you the most actual time. Every household has a pile of stuff that's important but lives in random places, like your dishwasher manual, warranty information, insurance policies, who services the furnace and when it was done last, or your plumber details and much more. Now, you might be thinking, I keep all of this information in Google Drive. So what's the difference? Here's the difference. Drive lets you search for a document. NotebookLM lets you ask a question across all the documents. Big difference. So, create one notebook called Home and upload everything. When the dishwasher dies, you ask, what's the warranty period on the dishwasher? Is it still covered? And who do I call? NotebookLM pulls the answer from the documents you have uploaded. This is also the notebook that ends, did you ever get the furnace looked at, being asked 3 times in your household, either by you or to you. Either way, it stops. So, we are at the halfway point. Notebook 4 is the one that changes how we travel, and Notebook 5 is the one I actually use every single week. So stay with me. The fourth notebook worth creating is a trip planner. Planning a trip means your information lives everywhere. Flights and hotel details in your email, a Google Doc from your friend with her itinerary, Reddit threads about reviews, or restaurant list someone texted you, or a YouTube video you've watched. Before the trip, upload it all into one notebook. Call it, say, Dream Trip 2026 or whatever the trip is. Then, while you're on the trip, on your phone, you ask which restaurant did your friend recommend for dinner or the places you need to visit on day one. What used to be 20 browser tabs on a frantic email search in a foreign city is now one question away in one place. And now, let's talk about the most underrated notebook, and that is the hobby you keep meaning to get good at. Pick the thing you keep saying all the time that you want to get serious about. Gardening, sado, investing basics, or whatever that is. Find 5 to 10 genuinely good free resources on the internet. Not the AI generated. The actual experts, real blog posts, YouTube videos with strong transcripts, or a PDF guide from a reputable source. Drop them all into one notebook. What you now have is a personal tutor for that hobby who only knows what those 5 to 10 good sources said. It will not pull in random nonsense from the wider internet. It will not give you the same generic answer AI chatbot gives every beginner. You can ask beginner questions without feeling stupid. You can also ask the same question 5 different ways. But here's a part that genuinely changed how I learn things. Remember the audio overview feature from the start of the video? On a hobby notebook, it does something magical. It generates a 15 to 20 minute podcast style episode about a topic using only your good sources. You can listen to it on a walk, on a commute, while you're cooking. It's a custom podcast about the exact thing you want to learn, made from the sources you trust. That doesn't exist anywhere else for free. This is what we always wished the internet was. NotebookLM finally did it. However, before I wrap up, let's talk about the limitations. NotebookLM is text first. If your sources are image heavy like Pinterest screenshots, recipe cards that are mostly photos, or scanned documents with bad text quality, it'll miss things. Type out what's important as a note. The mobile app is also a bit lighter on features than the desktop version. So set your notebook on a laptop first. That's the honest version. For everything we just covered, those limitations don't really matter. If this helped, hit like and subscribe. I post one video every week showing people how to use AI, not just at work, but also in their everyday life. Also, drop in the comments below which notebook are you going to build first. And see you in the next video.